Hey guys, for those of you who are always asking for quality Boogie 2988 merchandise, we created this poster. It's 18 inches by 24 inches, and you can get it for only 15 bucks at the link in the description box below or the link you see here on screen. But be sure to order before January 8th because after that, it's gone.
Hey guys, what's up? It's me, Francis. Boogie said that since he did the top 10 video games of the year, I had to do the top 10 worst games of the year. I'd rather done the good ones, though. So number 10, I wanted to put Pokemon Go. Let me tell you why, okay? Not only did this game require me to leave the house to play the damn thing, okay? Now, I had to walk around. To play it, okay? And I had to go to parks and stuff out in public where people were. But then I finally started getting used to the game. I'm like, well, it's not so bad outside. The people aren't that mean. But then they started patching the game to make it worse. First, the servers barely ever worked, okay? So you had to go out in the middle of the night, and then someone thought you were a crack dealer, and they tried to buy meth from you, okay? But then, like, they started making the game worse. They took away tracking, and they made it harder to catch the Pokemon, and then at the end of the day, the game just continued to get worse, okay? And a bunch of features like trading and stuff that was supposed to be there at launch is still not in there. I mean, the game is a fucking steaming shit pile. Get your shit together, Niantic. Number 9, I want to put Quantum Break, and let me tell you why, okay? When I saw the previews for this video game, I thought it was going to be a hell of a video game with manipulating time and doing cool stuff with time, okay? What it turns out to be is a waste of fucking time as you watch 20-minute cutscenes. 20-minute cutscenes? Why? I don't want a 3-second cutscene in the video game. Why do I want 20-minute cutscenes? The selling point of this game was supposed to be the fact that it's not just a video game, but it's also like a series you can watch. But I don't know why you had to smash the two together while I take 20-minute breaks in a video game. Just let me play the fucking video game. Can I just play the video game? Yeah, I like Littlefinger. I like watching Littlefinger do evil shit. But can I just play the fucking video game? In the end, Quantum Break, the video game, suffered because of Quantum Break, the TV show, and Quantum Break, the TV show, suffered because of Quantum Break, the video game, and they both turned out pretty crappy. When you put two pieces of crap together, you just get a bigger pile of crap. At number 8, I put Mario Maker 3DS. Let me tell you something. I love Mario Maker. That's one of my favorite games of all time, okay? It's my favorite game on the Wii U. All right? So I thought I wanted Mario Maker 3DS. Well, Nintendo proved me wrong. Most of the functionality is there, okay? You can play through a lot of different levels, and you can get the levels offline, and you can create pretty much the same kind of levels you can in the big version for Wii U. What you can't do is share the levels you make in Mario Maker 3DS. You can't share the levels you make on Mario Maker 3DS. The only way you can share them is Street Pass. How is there no online functionality for the 3DS version? How can I not share my fucking levels online? What's the point of making them on the 3DS if I can't share the fucking things except for Street Pass for the other 2 people I know in the world that has a 3DS? Look, Nintendo, I'm not stupid, even if you think I am, okay? I knew that I was going to have to sacrifice some components in order for it to be on the 3DS, but I didn't think you were going to make me sacrifice the only thing that made it fun. At number 7, I put The Division. And what can I say about this game that everybody else hasn't said, okay? This is basically a Destiny clone without any of the fun in it. And wow, are we really saying something there? This game was broken and buggy and imbalanced, and that's the good stuff I can say about it, because once you get past those problems, it's just the same 3 dudes repeated over and over and over again. The guns aren't interesting, the battles aren't interesting, the levels aren't interesting, the missions aren't interesting, nothing is interesting. The only thing that ever breaks up the monotony is the fact that sometimes there are bosses, and they're just the regular dudes with a 10,000 times more hit points. They're just bullet sponges. That's not how you build a video game. I went into this game expecting Borderlands. Instead, what I got was Boring Lands. At number 6, I put Star Fox Zero. Let me tell you why. Because 0 is its average Metacritic score. Seriously, this game, I can't believe how bad this game is. Somehow, it's shorter than the Super Nintendo version of Star Fox without any of the challenge. At the end of the day, this game wasn't just so bad that I didn't like it. It made the entire franchise suffer, okay? You've ruined my memories of previous Star Fox games. Great job. Here at number 5, I put Street Fighter 5 because 5 and 5 is 10. But now, I like fighting games a lot. I like fighting games. I like to punch, I like to kick, and I like to Hadouken. I like all of that stuff, okay? So it came to as a surprise to me that I didn't like One of my favorite franchises in the world. This game launched as incomplete, and you know what? Nearly a year later now, it's still incomplete. Sure, there are like single player modes, all right, story modes, but they're just little slideshows, little cutscenes, and there's still no arcade mode. Street Fighter without an arcade mode. The point of Street Fighter is arcade. I'll tell you, the only reason this wasn't the worst game of the year is because they put Birdie in there, and Birdie makes me feel represented in video games, so thank you for that. At number 4, I put Battleborn, and it's not even because of the game, okay? The game itself is actually pretty fun. I feel bad for this game, okay? It keeps me up at night knowing how poorly mismanaged this game was. Not only did they decide to launch this game pretty much the same weekend as Overwatch came out, which is a bad idea for any video game that wasn't Overwatch, but then, the people behind this game are just basically constantly trying to take a big steaming shit on the people that are supposed to buy the damn thing. It doesn't matter whether it's Randy Pitchford up there playing his guitar and making fun of people, or it doesn't matter if it's the fact that they put little lines in this video game that take jabs at you and make you feel like shit while you're playing a game, okay? Or remind you of shit you're trying to play a video game to escape from, okay? It's little shit like that that makes games like this end up in the fucking bargain bin a week after it came out. I mean, honestly, this was the Hero Arena version of Borderlands, okay? If you can mismanage that, you can mismanage anything. How the hell do you successfully drive to work every day if you could screw this up? How do you not just hit 16 buses and nuns on your way to work? At number 3, Mighty Number 9, and I gotta tell you something. I'm not that mad about this game because I always tell people, don't give the Kickstarters. Don't pay them for a game you can't even play yet, or you don't have a review score yet, or doesn't even exist yet, okay? And Mighty Number 9 proved me right. Yes, this game is bad. It's so bad that I wouldn't even bother pirating the fucking thing. If I saw it laying on the sidewalk, I wouldn't even bother picking it up. I'd just step on it. But it's all of the things surrounding the game itself. The bad PR, the broken promises, the delays, the waste of the Kickstarter money. All of that shit goes into doing a huge disservice to the entire industry as a whole, okay? This game just didn't damage the people who played it. It damaged the entire fucking industry. And number 2 is a game I bet you haven't even heard of, okay? And I think it's because they don't even market the game because they're so embarrassed that the state that it turned out in. But it's an extreme sports game called Steep. I like Cool Borders, okay? I like SSX Tricky. I like those games, okay? I like Tony Hawk, and I thought, well, if they're going to do that on the snow and I can do all kinds of 360 flips and jumps and tricks and stuff, that'd be really fun. But instead, they decided to do some sort of like ultra-realistic version of the game. So realistic that it takes the fun out of it. I want to chain together stunts. I want to fly through the air. I want to do kind of crazy stuff. Instead, you can barely leave the ground. You can barely jump. And you wreck all the time. You hit a tree, you fucking die. Well, why did you think I wanted to play some sort of Sonny Bono's death simulator? Just so you guys know, the reason I play games like this is because I can't do that stuff in real life. But I want to do it in a video game. Why would you make a video game where I can't do it there either? And of course, number 1, as surely as it's everyone's number 1, is No Man's Sky, or as I like to call it, No Man Bye. Here's my thing, though, with this game, and it's not the game itself. The game itself is passable. It does what I expected it to do. It's basically Minecraft in space with a little bit of Star Trader mixed in, okay? Overall, it works. It's boring as shit, but it works. My biggest problem with the game is not the game itself, but the way that it was handled. This is a perfect example of what the hype machine can do to a game, alright? We all got super excited because they gave us all these big lofty promises of stuff that they would never be able to deliver. If they continue to work on this game for the next 5 years, they still will not be able to deliver the game that we were all expecting, that they told us to expect. But my other problem with this game is it shows how susceptible players like me and you can be to the hype machine. Okay, they show us one trailer for this game, and we know no one's even played the damn thing yet. Nobody's got a chance to review it, but we all line up around a block, okay, to get our pre-orders in for it. Okay, and it turns out not to be a good game. It turns out to be one of the worst games, but we don't know any better because we pre-ordered the damn thing because we believe their lies and bullshit. Well, then literally everybody and their mother who bought the game feels ripped off and cheated, okay? So they go to the internet and they start complaining. They make videos about complaining about it. That's my job. That's my job. And some of you guys did it better than me. You did animations and stuff. I can't do that stuff. This game turned you guys into me. I can't have that. This is my only job. What am I going to do? Go back to delivering pizza? I got fired for eating too many of them. That's the most disappointing games to me of 2016. I don't know which ones I missed, okay? I found a lot of games that were not on this list disappointing, but Boogie's the one who wrote this list, and he's the one who made me do this list. I would have put Call of Duty on there. I would have put a lot of different games on there. Which games did you put on? Tell me down there, okay? And I'll rate them, and I will probably scream at you if you are wrong and you put a game I like, okay? As always, guys, what is it Boogie says? Thanks for watching all that shit. I tolerate you, and I'll make another video eventually. Fuck off.